Hi YouTube. What I'm going to take a look at today is I'm going to look at different ways of sharpening blades, knives, that type of thing. Yeah, and I'm not going to sharpen any knives today. It's just basically a general look at what I use to set up and what items I use for sharpening different knives and tools. So we start off on the left. We've got this thing here, sharpening system, which is I think it's Edge Pro Apex. I've had this a while now, possibly about a year. Good system, got its flaws. Stones just fit into there. You loosen this handle and you put your different stones in. There's the different size stones. You've got 150, two 400s because there's a 400 there. You get two 400s and a 1500 for fine polishing and finishing off. You adjust this by different colours, different coloured markers. You got blue, yellow, green, and so on. So you raise it up and down to the angle you want. I think that's set to 22 degrees at the moment, I think. And you move this, loosen this nut, and your stop goes back and forward to whatever your blade, your knife wants to be. So if you want to put that blade on like that, it would be just overhanging, and you loosen that, bring it up to suit. The only thing negative I can say about this is you have to hold it with one hand, and if you've got some knives that only have a small flat, this area, you can actually see it's hard to keep it steady. So that's one of the negatives of using this system. When I first bought this, I thought you actually clamped it in, and you don't. So what I'm possibly going to look at is put another plate on the top with a clamp on it. So this can be my stop. I'll have another plate on the top with another screw and actually clamp the blade firmly down onto there. I think if that works, it'll be a fantastic system. Got a bit of tape on there to protect the blade. How we use it is you just go back and forward on an angle all the way around. It actually goes right out to about there, so you can do machetes and long knives all the way around to probably about 15 inches or 18 inches, something like that. Very easy, bit of oil on, or you can use mineral oil, or you can use WD-40. I use whatever I've got. Decent system. Again, one of the bad things about it is, I mean, this is a non-porous surface. It won't stick to that. It has to be something like, I don't know, I just think the rubber cups are just crap. What I'm going to do is take them rubber cups off, and I'm going to go put it on a piece of wood, a base, screw through the bottom and screw it down firmly. Take these rubber feet off, screw through underneath on a piece of wood and make it solid. When I get around to it, I'll show you that sometime. So yeah, good system, works. Just a bit fiddly, and sometimes the angle can move, and it's actually, if you're doing a lot of knives, you can get fatigue on your hands, and when you switch over to your right hand from your left, it's quite awkward to use your left hand to sharpen, I find anyway. So use that. Then we've got this thing here, which is a portable Lansky, it's called a Blade Medic, Lansky Blade Medic. What this is, this goes in my bug out bag or my camping bag, anything like that. It's got a carbide blade, two carbide blades set at the correct angle. Don't know what the angle is, it's probably about 22 to 25 degrees. And then you've got ceramic rods, that side and that side. This one's going to be very, very coarse, so you're only going to use that one if you're reprofiling a blade, or you want to take loads of meat off. But I'll be careful with that one. Polishing, you've got ceramic, you've also got ceramic flat edge. I'm not going to show you how to use this, I might do another video. There's loads of videos showing how to use it. And then we've got the older model, never used to have a magnetic system. This has got two magnets, so one magnet there, so it keeps the diamond part of it in. Just see if I can hold it with one hand. There you go. Let's give it a second. So that pops out. Magnetic, and it's a diamond rod. Very fine, probably 1000 grit, and it just clicks in, which is a lot better than the old system. So there's that one. It actually works as well. I wouldn't say it's as good as the other systems, but out in the field it's going to put edge back on your blade. Yeah. Next I've got a traditional stone. This thing I made a long time ago, probably 30 years ago or something, and it's an Arkansas stone. It's a combination stone. Stone comes out. If I get out with one hand, it should just pop out. And it doesn't want to come out today for some reason. So anyway, combination stone. You can see the dark stone underneath. There you go. I don't know why I want to come out. There you go. So you've got combination stone there. Just pops in, goes either way. Just a bit of grit in there. Okay, goes in there, lovely. It's probably, again, by the feel of it, 1000, maybe a bit more, 1200, and the cost is probably about 6. And I use this for sharpening chisels, that type of thing. I made this before you could buy all these systems like this. Again, made out of oak. Oh, there you go. There you go. 1985. I was 17-year-old. 1985. So you just can work out how long I made that. I was made from a chair leg out of an old school. I was an apprentice joiner, and the guy told me to make that, so I had to do that. And it was one of them old school desks where you had the ink wells, and you lift it up so you can put all your books in. Really old. They were pulling all the chairs and desks out, and I used one of the part of the leg of the desk, and that's oak. I think I had to put in I think I got the colour by fuming it, the chemical, in a bag, and then I used linseed oil just to do it. Anyway, that's that. So that's one other form of sharpening. Another form of sharpening you've got, well, that's an India stone, Arkansas, made in the USA. I've got another India stone, this one. Again, I bought, this is really, really old. It's again 30-year-old. And again, it's a Norton stone, medium, 800 grit, oil stone. It's got like a sharpish profile on. Has near enough round profile. What they're good for is sharpening the serrated part of knives like that. That fits in there perfect. The larger one actually fits in there, and the small one fits the small one. So the large scallop, as you can see, trying to get the focus. Then the little ones, actually you can use that as well. Also, I forgot to mention, you can use these to get into and also the diamond part to get into them little serrated parts. So there's that oil stone, out the road. Then we have things like diamond. This one is a 800 grit, and I use this for sharpening things. It's only small. It's portable. It's a whetstone, so I use it with water. And I use this for sharpening my bits for my router, tools, tungsten tip bits which might have chips in it. You can actually polish them up if the edge is lost. Again, made in the USA. I've had that for a long time. As long as you're very light, you don't actually put any weight at all on it. Just let the weight of the blade or the weight of this do all the work. Yeah. Okay. Then we've got, for polishing, I use these things. This is actually a rubber block of, you can see the material. I don't know what it is. I don't think it's carborundum or what. I don't know what it is. but it's like equivalent to a strop. So I use it for polishing. You can use that for edges, which is polishing. Doesn't matter what you tend to put it on. So that's good. And then we've got this thingy which I just got today, which is a Lansky Deluxe. Just came today. I haven't tried it. I bought it because I'm hoping it's going to be better than this. And certain things that works on, certain things this might work on. So I'm going to try this out later. I'm going to do a review of it later, actually in use. I haven't tried it. I've seen a couple of negatives which we'll talk about in the other video. Grit goes up to, I think it is, I'm not sure, the yellow one I think it might be 1200, not sure, where that one goes up to 1500. I need to get myself a leather strop. At the moment I'm just using this, but I'll get a leather strop. I probably won't buy one, I'll probably just get some leather and try it out with some different cutting compounds to use it. Different type of knives I'm going to be using to sharpen is basic knives. Got one there. These are all pretty sharp at the moment. They get used regularly. This one's a Elite Force liner lock. Lovely little knife. Sub Flash 2. I use all these. They've all been used. You can see that there's marks on them. I tend not to use the serrated part a lot. I'll use that part. That's for EDC knife. I could also use it as an EDC knife as well. It's just so small and goes in your pocket really nice. And it's not assisted, but good knife. And then we've got this thing, which is a Gerber LMF2, I think it is. I need to put a lot better edge on this one. It's sharp, but I need to spend a lot more time on that edge. I've never actually used any of these, so they should be just like from factory. But that part needs some work on it. And I've got this knife, which is, don't actually know the make of it. Mass Marine, made in Sheffield, England. Again, this must be 30-year-old. I do a lot of work on this, but they're sharp enough. The cut through paper nice and slow like that, so at the minute they're sharp enough. Apart from the Gerber needs some work on it. I'm also going to try and sharpen some blade is knackered. I've been using it for scraping and all sorts. I'm going to see if I can put an edge back on there, which I should do, and an old scalpel. Let's see if I can put an edge back on there. Yeah, it's just totally gone. Okay guys, hope that was interesting. I'll get back with some other videos, especially of the new Lansky sharpener. Oh, one thing I forgot to mention, I just made that today. That's for the Lansky. I mean, you can buy the base, but I just thought I'd make a one. This is just, let's move that light a second. Okay. This is just a piece of wood plate, got a piece of bar, welded it on, put it in the lathe, turned that top down, and then you sprayed it. A couple of screws. Screws went through a bit too much, so I just got a grinder, nipped them off. It's nice and stable, and that's going to sit on there. Might put some rubber feet on, just so it doesn't move, but see how it works. Save myself a bit of money. And it's probably more stable than the one you buy. Okay guys, thanks for watching. If you've got any comments, leave it in the section below. If you want to subscribe or put a like, I appreciate it. Thanks a lot.